What's up guys, and welcome back to a brand new Hijomeatman news video. Today we're going to be talking about the struggles of the Honda manufacturer in 2020. Obviously losing Marquez at the beginning of the year to the arm injury in Jerez, and then obviously broke that plate, opening a window. Obviously it wasn't really opening a window, was it? It was obviously the stress and stuff that he went through, when he tried to ride again and all the workouts and stuff. And then obviously it did probably end up breaking with the window, but it wasn't the window's fault, it was his fault with all the training. But anyway, that's all besides the point. We're going to be talking about Honda today, because 2020 isn't exactly going to plan whatsoever for them. They sat almost last in the constructors. They're only ahead of Aprilia, and then they are last, well, the actual HRC factory team, they're sat last in the team standings, and Honda haven't had a podium in the first 5 Grand Prix for the first time in 38 years, which is pretty extraordinary stuff. I didn't even know that was even a thing, honestly. But Honda, 38 years that they've had that streak go on for, and they've gone ahead and ruined it this year. It's all over for them, and they are suffering quite a bit, in all terms of everything really in this season. The riders criticizing the bike, they're not getting the points, and this is kind of what happens. Many riders have talked about this. This is what happens when you put all your eggs into one basket with Marquez. Obviously, that bike, everyone knows it is made for him, because he is the rider which gets Honda the wins. He brings them the Rider World Championship, he brings them the team championship, and then also brings them the Constructors Championship. So he always gets that triple crown. Well, not always, but the last couple of seasons and last year, for example, we did see him get the triple crown pretty much by himself. He's usually the one getting Honda all that glory. And obviously this year they've lost Marquez due to that arm injury. He sat out the first 5 Grand Prix. Won't be returning for another 2 to 3 months, which is a pretty long time. So he's going to be missing a couple more races. And you can really see how big of a deal Marquez is to that Honda team this year. Without him, you can see that their results are just absolutely shocking. Obviously, Alex Marquez, a little bit understandable. He is a rookie. He is struggling, and obviously Nakagami, we've seen him kind of get a little bit better. We did see a pretty good performance in the Styrian GP. He has been looking at Marquez data, and then obviously we've seen Cal Crutchlow struggling also. But most of the riders are all criticizing the bike. They don't really like the front end. They don't like, they just don't like the feeling of the bike at all. A lot of riders don't really feel too confident. We've seen a lot of Honda riders crash, and it's been a similar thing really through the last couple of years. All the riders seem to criticize the same thing, but Honda just don't do anything about it, because obviously Marquez is winning. So yeah, they don't really care about anyone else, I guess. If you've got one rider winning everything for you, then the rest, I guess, just don't really matter. But the second, obviously, they've lost that rider, you can really see how much they are struggling. No podiums so far, first time in 38 years that has happened. And obviously they're sat at the back in the constructors, sat last in the team championship, which is all, just pretty extraordinary stuff. And obviously they're going to lose a lot of money this year. Obviously the constructors, assuming it's like F1, which I would have thought so. Obviously, you can win millions there for beating other teams. And at the moment, they're getting absolutely just spanked by everybody. I mean, Yamaha, Suzuki, KTM, Ducati, they're all ahead of them. They're only ahead of Aprilia, which is not exactly a whoopity-doo-dah kind of feeling, because they only have Alicia Spargaro. Brandy Smith is a test rider. He's not doing bad, but he is obviously a test rider, so can't expect too much from that side of things. But yeah, Honda, struggling quite a bit. It is beneficial, obviously, for the other teams. The likes of KTM, for example, who have done the biggest step forward this year and hopped in front of some other teams, and obviously ahead of Honda, where maybe if Marquez was on the track, maybe they would be behind Honda and not where they are in the constructors. But yeah, I just thought it was very interesting just to see how catastrophic 2020 is for Honda right now. Obviously, you know, that is what happens when you put all your eggs into one basket. You've lost your basket, you've lost your eggs, you've lost everything. And yeah, maybe Honda should switch their philosophy. Maybe they should make a bike with everyone's kind of, you know, input, and just try and make a bike which is rideable. You know, like KTM, for example. You know, it's a bike which every single rider on it, you know, the 4 riders which have KTM, they all have pretty different riding styles, but yet they can all, you know, get the best out of that machine and get a great result. Whereas on the Honda, if you don't ride it like Marquez, you're not really going anywhere, are you? Obviously. So I think Honda maybe should try to switch their philosophy a bit. I doubt they will, honestly, because, you know, obviously Marquez will be back for the next season. But you know, I did think it was interesting, you know, just to see how bad Honda are doing this year, which is pretty rare to see. Obviously, Honda being the most successful manufacturer in MotoGP, I do believe. And obviously this year they're not really doing anything. I mean, I can't even remember really seeing HRC Honda on the TV, if I'm being honest. They don't. They're at the back, obviously, so they don't really get any TV time. Which obviously the sponsors and that won't be too pleased about. But yeah, guys, make sure you leave it down in the comments your opinions on the old topic. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe for more content as always. If you could share the videos around, that would help me out massively. And yeah, guys, that is it for today's video, and I'll see you with some brand new videos very soon.